Hoi hoi, this is Mega Nikoi, and I finally found the two teams. The two comps that are reliable for me to clap floor 12 easily enough. Yeah. Let me show you. No further dilly-dallying, just getting into everything. So, let's see, let's take Raiden here, Yelan there. You already saw the one team. And where is my Jean? Yeah, Jean is really important due to some floating around rift wolves. And she's easy peasy. And also the Anemo, whatchamacall? Let's see. No, let's see. Shorten skill, cooldown by 5%. It's not much, but it goes from 20 seconds to 19, for instance. If you have a cooldown. Oh, skill cooldown. Oh. Oops, I was mistaken. And then there's this. I would go for Nahida. Oh no, I had used Nahida, but it turns out Ayaka is actually a bit better. Actually a lot better. Let's just see what happens. And for you and my personal suffering, I've put on English. Let's see. I totally forgot. I'm totally still in 3.1 bit mode.
Busted. Here comes the catch. Illusion shattered. Inazuma
Let's go.
shines eternal.
What?
Clouds high. The birds call. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. There is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Shine down. One with nature. Falling leaves. Adorn my night. Wind strike. Busted. Game's up. Inazuma shines eternal.
And as you can see, this goes quite fast. Yeah, and then we have to fight this abortion of a boss.
Get them! Eat this! No, my sword! My apologies! Embrace the ice! Take flight!
Yeah.
We go! Let's light it up!
Let's light it. Oh, I really hate that you can just.
Kami-san to art! Sumetsu! Whirling snow!
Oh yeah! Wow!
Rain cutter.
Wow! I really like this boss.
Take flight!
No, this boss is really annoying.
Rain outlines your fate.
Let's see it. Let's say it.
Whirling snow! Take flight! Nice and spicy!
Just scoot along.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand!
Oh god, this is bad. Let's get back to the Bennett burst in order to heal again. Oh, I can have. At times, I really scuff out against this boss. because of mistiming, because I'm a piss poor player. I'm piss poor in actually dealing with the Electronet. I'll say that. I'm not saying the Electronet is such a bad boss, but at times I really cannot deal with it.
Things are about to get dicey. Now you shall perish.
Oh, you son of a fag.
As one with wind and cloud.
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Actually, Inazuma shines down. Hope you enjoy the English. Because, well, I don't like the English, it's actually really meme-worthy.
Clouds high.
I would say.
Wind strikes.
Go as planned. I swear by my sword. Quietly now. Things are
Fuck
about to
them.
get dicey. Torn to oblivion.
Go! Come on. Ah, these dumb rules. And then,
Busted.
yeah, at least it goes quite fast. But yeah, this boss is a fuck-ton dumb ass shit, piss, bullshit, pus-filled failure.
Embrace the ice. Whirling snow.
Oh, that's really bad. That's such a... I hate this
Rain
boss.
outlines your fate. Kamisato art. Sometsu. Everybody stand. Goba, get them. Rain cutter. Take flight.
Yeah, I need to get my energy back. That's the thing.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
And this, it goes everywhere, and one might become a bit better in battling it. But oh, come on, look! It just goes everywhere. It really has annoying patterns, and I just don't get the energy back. This is scuff. Really
Take
scuff.
flight. Embrace the ice.
And I... Oh, come on!
Witness the power.
Yeah, and finally done. I don't care about the energy, because I can get the energy back in the next phase. Hopefully I don't get ganked too much by the lava trolls. But yeah. The Thunder Manifestation is one of the worst bosses to fight against when one has limited ways of attacking it. Yeah, it's the only reason they have it there is in order to sell Yoimiya and maybe Child, but not really Nahida or Yaimiko. Let's see. Yeah, the Knights of
Shine down.
Sidonia. Oh no, that's an anime series.
Quietly now. Here comes the cat.
Let's go.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Just keep these together and kill them as quick as you can.
The wind knows. Clouds high. The birds come.
Go as planned.
So where is the last one? Oh, why won't it die?
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Into the wind. One with wind and cloud.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
The big guy also gets it.
Barbados. Guide us.
Barbados Gaia.
Quietly now. Here comes the cat.
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds come.
Now you shall perish.
Oh no, the Master Blaster is still on,
Wind and cloud.
which sucks.
Gotcha. There is no escape.
Oh god. Takes so long at times. This really is a bad one for me.
Time to act.
But yeah, let's see how this works. Hello. Come on.
Outlines your fate. Teamwork is dreamwork. My apologies. Rain cutter. Eat this. Whirling snow. Sakura swirl. Everybody stand.
As you can see, I already have it.
Let me read you. Take flight.
See how easy this goes.
Kami-santo art. Sumetsu. My teamwork is dreamwork. Suba, get them. Rain cutter. No, my sword. Whirling snow. Let's light it up. Out of the frying pan into the fire. Take flight.
And that's that. Because of the high damage output that this team has, this part of where I struggled using Nahida, somehow Ayaka really stabilizes it. And I'm loving it. It really is so great. I mean, where I struggle against the damn Thunder Manifestation, or better to say Electronado, because it's as annoying, but in a different way. It also stalls a lot by moving around a lot. I really hate those kinds of bosses. Moving around a lot and you have to chase them. That really sucks. But yeah, it's time to kill. Yeah. It's time to restart. Because I first have to preload to have to load the dragon, so it's a preload one which I have to do over again. Because otherwise it's a bit too score.
The birds call.
Busted.
Oh, come on! Yeah, that's the problem with me having a controller. If I don't manage to do it like that, I'm trying this for the first time. Because if this goes again bad like this...
Gotcha.
Oh, come on. You dumb dragon. I hate this dragon. Oh, this is fast. This is a bit faster. Which means I do more damage. I'd have a bit more time.
Shine down. Quietly now. Clouds high.
The birds call.
Things are about to get dicey. Torn to oblivion.
Okay.
There is no
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
busted. Game's up. Sun's over. Inazuma shines eternal.
No! Oh, I always auto skill with my
Shine down.
Yelan, which is a bit of a problem.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Come on, come on, come on, come on!
Torn to oblivion.
Oh my, I just don't get my energy back. But still, this is actually an okay run. So, that's how I do it. I use the easy peasiest teams. Let's see. I have to go after over
Body and mind.
less here first, so let's
Target
go.
practice.
Going in. You're toast. My opponent.
Can't run.
Spread your wings and embrace the storm.
Good try. But we'll meet again.
Your journey ends here.
Whirling snow.
That seemed to work.
Rain cutter. Let's light it up. Gola, get them. Rain outlines your fate. Everybody stand back. Eat this.
Watch out for that. Oh, I hate that this happens. He just goes wherever he wants to go, and it's so damn... This is scuff. Oh, this is a
Play.
real scuff one. I just don't get my energy back, and I'm scuffed, cocked, and fucked in the... You know what. Let's keep it a bit, not too much, but yeah. And you might think, oh, but you can do it always the best way, don't you? No. Oh, I hate it when it just it starts up, goes flying, and then move, wiggle, wiggle, move, wiggle, 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 diggle, wiggle, diggle, nickel, nickel. If I had a nickel for every wiggle that thing would make, I would maybe at most have 10 euros. At most. Ha!
Illusion.
Wind strike.
If I had a nickel for every time.
Adorn my
Nope,
night.
I don't.
Shine down. Busted. Here comes the catch.
Clouds high. The birds.
Now you shall perish.
Oh, it's so annoying at times, just it's
Illusion
stupid
shattered.
stuff.
As one with wind and cloud.
Yeah, I just don't understand what's happening.
Quiet. You are about to get.
Oh yeah, I do get my energy back quite quickly.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Wind strike.
There is no escape. Game's up. Until torn to oblivion.
Oh, come on. That's actually really nasty, just going for a line there.
Gotcha. You are about to get set. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh, that's even a quick... Oh, that's a quick one. A quicker one, because I do it a bit better, but yeah, I'm now a bit done with
Target practice.
playing nice. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Rain outlines your fate. Take flight. Southwest.
No. Yes. You will have to do it on her in order to... Oh, come on.
Whirling snow. Rain cutter. I'm going in.
And you have to... Oh yeah, he has this nasty disorder. You don't want...
No, my sword. Kamisato
And now you...
Whirling snow. Let me weave you.
Yes, nice. But please. So. And that's kinda easy peasy. It took me about 20 minutes now because I had some problems with Electronate and this part with the 2 Eremites and the 2 Fatui. But yeah, my suggestions for the wolves is get yourself a grouper, crowd control. Kazuha is amazing. Yeah, Sucrose is also good, Venti is also good, and for the rest, yeah, I don't know. Have enough DPS? Well, Raiden Shogun is good against the wolves, against everything here. Yelan is also amazing. Jean really helps with the wolves, but as you have seen, I have barely even used her. The Abyss buffs help me gather the energy. So, against the wolves, just crowd control them and try to do ridiculous amounts of damage all over them. I mean, you could exchange Yelan. You could exchange Yelan and Tatalia. I mean, he is on the upcoming banner. Yeah, I would say get your a kind of team like this with enough damage output should help, and maybe a team with freeze would be reasonable. Against the Abyss Knights, the Serpent Knights, and etc., the ones in 12-2 first half, I would say, yeah. Crowd control, so Kazuha, Sucrose, Venti are quite good, yeah. Enough damage dealing, otherwise, and some healing. Because, yeah, Abyss does require some healing. And yeah, against this damn Iron Blade Drake, the big bad dragon boss in the air, the mechanical dragon boss, well, you've got to have an archer, so Yelan is good, Tatalia is good, any other archer that does enough for you. Hey, Yoimiya is also good, and enough damage output and some healing. So that's the first half of floor 12. And as you've seen, this is my comfort damage team. For someone who is actually not that good at doing the whole combat stuff. I mean, you saw how much I dodged, not much. The second half, well, against the Thunder Manifestation, I would say. Yeah, get something that targets that damn thing, follow it around and try, and when it stays still, when you know it will stay still, and you can burst off, well, burst off. Yoimiya is good, Xingqiu is good, Yelan is good, well, as you've seen, Ayaka is good. And maybe other characters as well. Well, Xiangling is good. Yeah, some Unga Bunga maybe. I don't know. Having a healer is really good. Using iframes in order to avoid some of the attacks is really good. Especially the walls that close and deal a lot of damage. And what do you call that? It's not a rectangle, it's not a cube, it's kind of the block, the big block bar from the sky, purple attack that homes in onto you and deals reasonable, nice amount of damage towards you. Yeah, you can also iframe that and attack the nasty Electronid. Then in the second chamber, the lava shells can be a huge pain in the ass. But as you've seen, I have a team that actually really destroys them. My Ayakational, that's what I name Ayakational. Ayakational deals with them. Even you've seen it. I had next to no energy, and at the end, I did it quite quickly. securely. And I did not die. And I had
I got a
quite
new
some
letter from
time
an
left to
informant.
spare.
Looks like the situation has changed again.
But yeah, you will have to dodge a lot. You will have to be a bit safe. Get yourself a really comfortable team that where you can just safely attack them and have enough damage. That's what you need to have. So bring your healer, bring your shielder. I would recommend Ayakational. It's so damn good. And you might think, but Ayaka is yes, 4-piece emblem Ayaka, yes. And then on the last floor, on the second half, no, last floor, last chamber, the third chamber. Well, first you just focus down. Yeah, what is it even? First you the female Evermight with her pet, because the animal box for Tui will just come towards you, and on the second wave you have to concentrate on the Geo dude, the Geo enhanced Fatui with his shielding, etc. And the Crocodile Evermight male will just follow you. But beware of the disorder that the male Evermight has. He has this flowing rock sand stuff, which can be quite dangerous and deadly. So beware of that. And again, just bring your A-team. I mean, Yoimiya should be good on the second side. And I will say this. Don't bring Nahida. She's so damn vulnerable.
Navigating the world is a whole
I mean,
lot
if you
easier
can
than thinking
put in
about how many stitches
Nahida, that's
You
great.
made
If
her
you
come
can
up
put
with
in
some for you?
Tatalia on any of the sides, that's also really great, because he's really strong. But yeah, do you know why I don't use him? Because he, well, how should I put this? Whereas Yelan here is really easy peasy in how to use her, in her skill and burst, and also in aiming. Tatalia is the opposite. He's difficult. I mean, of course, I can just go skill brrr, then switch to his burst, skill burst, use the skill and then switch to another character. All the timings and etc. are all kinda nice, but it doesn't really work that well for me. He is kinda skill intensive. He tests your capabilities with regards to skill, and I'm not that good in the whole combat stuff and doing all of my stuff. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So let's look at the teams. Well, my Shogun is still as she is before. Well, you can see the whole stuff, what I have. Yeah, I'll just show it while I show her. She's my battery and a bit of a damage dealer. On-field damage dealer. And yeah, you see this. Yelan is off-field damage dealer. And also a bit of a battery. And you can see her stats here. Well, shouldn't be too difficult. Let's see. Yeah, she is also really good. And she also deals with the Aeon Blight Dragon with the when he flies, she can just shoot these weak points on his wings. He's really nice. Come on. Go down. And yeah. She's actually excellent in this abyss. My Kazuha is a defense shredder. works as he should. Yeah. That's not much different. Defense shredder, also battery. Oh. Just show this again. Constellation 2, but even with Constellation 0, he should already do enough. And here, yeah. And my Jean, well, she heals a lot. And is there for some resonance. It doesn't really matter that much. Let's see. Some healing bonus, whatever. Yeah, actually, I could put in Kokomi, but yeah, I think that it depends. I think she's quite fine in this team as an emergency stopgap measure when I have some problems with Rift Hounds. As you can see. Yeah.
The world remains constant over the centuries.
Now we deploy this team. Ayakational. I really like this. This team is really nice. It does have the strength of a national team, but then even more enhanced. Well, Xingqiu is for defense, shredding, no, for protection and hydro application and off-field damage and some healing and yeah, he actually does work quite well in this team. He's a really strong character. Peace Emblem, of course, Constellation 6, talent levels 4, 10, 10, you know it. Well, my Xiangling is also kind of really nice now. And these are her stats. I mean, yeah, it is as it is. Still this weapon. These artifacts. I just don't want to put too much else. Constellation 6, talent levels. Yeah, you can see it, and yeah. Well, my Ayaka is in this kind of configuration. Has a lot of damage output, a nice decent amount of energy recharge. Yeah, it's actually kind of nice. And you might think Skyward Blade, but what about the Mist Splitter? You'll see why she has the Skyward Blade. It's also for the energy recharge. And yeah, this is also a reason why she has 4-piece emblems still. I think outside of dedicated Cryon Trees teams, this is her best set. Emblem of Severed Fate. Constellation 1, it does help a bit, but it's not the very best. It's far from the best. It's kind of a mediocre, kind of a mid-const. And yeah, she's fully crowned. Triple crowned. Here's Dick Resistance.
Oh, ow.
My Bennett. And
Where did that
I
come from?
actually really love how he is built and how he works. Nice energy recharge, pyro damage bonus, and he has got some Mist Splitter reforged for one big reason, for the big, beefy buffs. Yes, nice. And it also improves his personal damage. And whoop-de-whoop, he's also on an emblem. The 4-piece emblem. Constellation 5. Here I say this most likely I will never ever Constellation 6 him. And this team is the reason why. This exact team. Or at least teams where Ayaka is in the team itself. Oh, no.
I never embarked.
One more, one last. The talent levels, yeah, but you've already seen that previously. Well, off-field damage dealer, off-field damage dealer, on-field slash off-field damage dealer, the bulk of the damage, and the big buffer, healer, pyro applier, battery, and everyone batteries. And the real kicker is that other than emblem of than 4-piece emblem of severed fate or 4-piece viridescent venera, I don't use any other artifact sets. So if there's anything, these are the 2 artifact domains that I would recommend people to farm. No, no, not this one. Yeah, that's all. That's for your nice, what you might call your talent levels for monster characters. No, 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 no. The Valley of Remembrance, and then we go to in the resume. The Momiji Died Court. These are actually, if you are AR45 and you don't have any specific sets that you need for your characters, I would advise Momiji Died Court and Valley of Remembrance as artifact sets. And I think I will end it like this before the video becomes far too long. Let me show you
or garlic and herbs.
how I did it some time ago. And I really like these themes because they make it really easy for me to do whatever I need to do. I'm not one to brag, no, here. I'm not going to brag. I'm going to say I'm not good at the game, but these teams compensate my lack of combat capabilities in the game, because I'm not really, I'm still quite crummy at the combat. My timing at times can be really, really off, and learning enemy and boss patterns. To some extent I do know some patterns, but I tend to forget, and I don't really give a crap. I just want me some comfy teams, some really comfy teams. Yeah. I mean, this team can one cycle the Pyramid Head boss in the Sumeru Desert, and also it can well, one cycle the Aeon Blight Drake as well. Of course, it takes a bit more time than with Raiden Shogun instead of Xingqiu, but it's still kind of big DPS-y. Yeah, I really, well, not advise, but I really recommend using Emblem of Severed Fate for your Ayaka if and only if you want to use her outside of freeze/cryo teams, or if you just want to be able to switch between a freeze team and a non-freeze team, because while this team can to some extent freeze enemies and hold them still, Ayaka and Xingqiu inside of this team, it's not a dedicated freeze team. But yeah, that's that. I've shown you everything, and I hope you Oh yeah, I totally forgot about the big image. Sorry. Yeah, the thing is that I do say that using 4-piece emblem on Ayaka is for when you want to have a flex Ayaka, or you don't really care about running 3 steams, and here's a kicker, you want to have enough energy recharge for a ridiculously costed burst, because fishing for her burst, for the energy back, by using all kinds of batteries like Ganyu, Rosaria, Diona, Xongyun, Shenhe or whatever, and some other characters inside a free/cryo team. Yeah, that made me really dislike Blizzard Strayer. And especially being dependent on cryo application for an uptick in crit rate. Nah. I don't want that. I want I want less conditional damage. I'd rather have less damage output in the burst and have the capability to burst more often and easier, and having the access to other good and strong, well, sub DPS characters like Xingqiu and Xiangling, and even other characters and teams, than being just confined to one or to a few teams only, and just only freeze. Because I at one time had Melt Ayaka, and it worked. But at that time how should I put this? I was even less proficient in the combat in this game. And I understood less of how the game worked. But currently, if I compare me now with me in the past, I know more, I understand more, and I think that non-main cryo, non-main freeze Ayaka, so this kind of flex slot Ayaka, is in my eyes a nicer pick, a nicer build for a lot of people. Because then you can just say, yeah, you know what? Oh, there are some cryo lava trails. I don't care. Because you still can freeze them, you still can damage them with her burst, as you've seen. Still can do that, and it works. But anywho, have a nice time, and see you later. I've solved the abyss for myself, so next time I should be able to breathe through it even a bit better. And before I close, I don't use Nahida in floor 12. I don't use I don't want Yoimiya. I don't want I already have it Totalia, but yeah, I don't want to use him. I don't want to have a Yaimiko, so yeah, I already have the characters and teams that are good for me, that work for me, that are easy peasy to use, where I don't have to focus too much on doing dodges, doing combat, and getting the energy back. I just play and have fun. So in that sense, I have alleviated my anxiety as a casual player. And that's what I'm here for, to show you teams that are kinda easy peasy to build, easy peasy to use. Of course, I have some 5-star characters, but that's because I've been playing the game quite long, and even though I've put in a reasonable amount of money, that isn't the reason why my characters are
It was on a
working like
deserted
they
moonlit
are.
night that the hero approached the vile
Yeah.
dragon's limpid lair.
So, if you want some easy peasy teams and you have and because you have similar issues with doing the combat, hey, my channel is a channel that is geared towards that, because I am that player. I like the combat, but I'm shit at it. And that's why I make these videos. Not to impress other people. No,
Now,
but to
this is what I
show
call a
that there's a
moment of solitude.
way. That there's to show my kind of way of doing things. A different kind of opinion. A difference. I mean, I don't do showcases of what you would call free-to-play, free-to-pay builds, where I have to do a lot of combat oriented stuff that I have to dodge, and I have to do everything perfect because, yeah, again, I'm not that kind of player. I'm not that good. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I will make a video about that, about why I make these teams and what my philosophy is in building my teams.
I never embark on a journey
And you
without a good book
have a
to
nice time
accompany me.
and see you later. Bye.